sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Lions and the reigning Super Bowl champs. And it comes your way next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Detroit Lions. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Watkins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on second down. Back to throw. Watkins. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
They go play action with Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They're able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The numbers for Rodgers from last week. 8 catches, 93 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. The extra point up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On second down, Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
Now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you...
That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Carolina. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Watkins. He gets this complete to Cephas. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Quintez Cephas. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offense.
He's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. On play action, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and through, and the lead is now 21-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 1st and 10, Watkins. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field.
Let's go.
A big play there on the catch and run. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer,
that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not a good return. As they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second down now. Swift, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Off the play fake. Watkins. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. A gain of 6 there on first. They go play action now. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. Play action. It's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. And it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Touchdown, Detroit!
DeAndre Swift.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
The extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Brooks. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Final play of the half, it's Lawrence.
This is caught, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there as time expires in the first half.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Fielded right around the 8.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they're going to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins finds a seam inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. And now they're in the hurry up. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. There to make the grab. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Once again, it's Swift. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
throwing on first down. Watkins, he'll drop this one off to Swift. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. From the gun, Watkins over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On third down, Watkins. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're in a really big-time winner right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On first down, Lawrence. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that while he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On second and 10, Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. Time for another look at this Lions offense. They've got to dig down deep, and they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, here's Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game. And they
evades the tackler, and now some space. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And we're back now in Charlotte. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. Swift, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. And he's got this down to the 35.
Here's Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete. That's Russell. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Panthers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. The point after is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Watkins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. To throw on second down. Watkins. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, you don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Watkins. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watkins. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Personal foul, roughing the captain, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
On 1st and 10, Watkins.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watkins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Watkins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Watkins. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw. Watkins. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw again. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down, but congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out.